Good morning and welcome to the Ponderosa graduation for the class of 2021. We are so excited you could join us, and we are even more excited to graduate. So let's
graduate!
Graduates, you may be seated. Welcome, graduates, families, and all who are gathered here with us today to celebrate this amazing achievement. My name is Preston Kilzer, and over the past few years, I've had the honor and privilege to participate in some of the many opportunities and extracurricular activities that Ponderosa has to offer. I played varsity football, soccer, ran track, and competed in several DECA events. After graduation, I plan on attending Purdue University to study mechanical engineering.
My name is Grace Liberati. Some of the clubs and activities I have been involved in include the Ponderosa DECA program as co-president. I am a 4-year varsity tennis player and a member of the National Honor Society and National English Honor Society. Preston and I have the honor of presenting to you today the graduating class of 2021, including special achievements, honors, and all who have contributed to the success of this graduating class. Now we would like to extend a big thank you to Eric Jones for his amazing performance on the piano before the ceremony. Eric, please stand. Eric has been musically involved throughout his time at Ponderosa, as he was in orchestra and wind ensemble as a freshman and in band his sophomore and junior years. Eric plans on attending Belmont University in Nashville to be a math and music double major. Thank you, Eric.
Today is a significant day. It is not just the end of our childhood or a transition from school to school. It is the beginning of the rest of our lives. It is now that we get to make important decisions that will influence the direction of our future. I know that it sounds daunting, but this is why we have worked so hard to be ready for this moment.
Now we would like to welcome to the stage Mackenzie O'Connor for the singing of the national anthem. Mackenzie is choir president and a member of the Ponderosa Theater Company. She is very passionate about being on stage and performing. After graduation, Mackenzie plans on attending Long Island University in New York to study musical theater.
Please rise for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mackenzie. That was an absolutely beautiful performance. Crazy to think that's only a fraction of the talent we have here at Ponderosa, but such a mighty representation of what we are all capable of. Good morning, everyone. My name is Tristan Kurinsky. Here at Ponderosa, I've been involved with a numerous amount of events and clubs here, including Theatrical Elements, a member and officer for the Future Business Leaders of America, a member of the National Honor Society, and varied sports participant. My foundation here at Ponderosa has led me to further my educational career at the University of Denver, where I will be majoring in biomedical engineering. Today, it's my great honor to introduce Kieran Graziano, a student who embodies what it means to be passionate for education and perseverance, but is not just solely limited to the academic experience, but her friendships and community as well. Kieran plans to attend King's College London, where she will also further her educational career. Not to mention, she's been involved with numerous amounts of clubs here as well, including TSA, the National Honor Society, FBLA, and Mock Trial. So, without further ado, it's my great honor to hand it over to Kieran Graziano, our next speaker. Thank you.
So, the day we've been waiting for the past 4 years is finally here, and there's not even that many COVID restrictions. This past year has been, as some people might say, unprecedented. Now, I know you haven't heard that one before, but despite all these unprecedented times, we've made it through and we're here today. And looking back on our high school careers, I realized that this isn't the first time we've had to face an unknown. Freshman year, when none of us were taller than 5'5", and the senior football players looked like they were 30, we were all petrified of attending this new massive high school with the scary high school teachers we were warned about. A school that we quickly learned was tiny, with teachers who are now some of our favorite people. I remember practically sprinting from class to class to make sure I had enough time to get to my locker. It was all so new, and we never knew what to expect. And that first homecoming, where we were all standing in the back of the cafeteria watching the upperclassmen dance, while our dates went and played cornhole in the gym. At the time, these things seemed so daunting and so scary, but looking back on it now, it's ridiculous to think that we were ever afraid of an 18-year-old football player or of dancing at a high school dance. Now we're here, and the football team doesn't look so old, and the hallways aren't so confusing, but we faced just as big of an unknown as we did transitioning from middle school to high school. I mean, we started this year going 2 days a week, then we switched to no days a week, then we switched back to 2 days a week again, and then one last time to all in person. It's been a crazy year to say the least. But despite all the craziness, some amazing things have still happened. Our football team were the league champs, and they went undefeated for the 3rd year in a row. We got to have our senior sunrise and sunset, do our painter's pants, host a wish week, and even have a prom. Who would have thought that even with COVID, all of that would have happened? Not me. And it's at this time I'd like to take a second to thank Ms. Garcia and all the senior parents and everyone who's helped us salvage our senior year. And I'd like to take a second to appreciate our class for persevering for the past 12 months. We had our entire senior year uprooted and flipped on its head, and we're all still sitting here about to graduate. Looking out at everyone now, it's crazy to think that we won't be seeing each other this fall. I mean, some of us have been together, Some of us have been together nearly our entire lives, so it's really strange to think that in a few months' time we'll all be scattered. We'll have breached the bubble of Parker, Colorado, and moved on to new, crazy, amazing things. But more than moving on from Parker or from Ponderosa, we'll be moving on to a new phase of our lives. We'll be in charge of our own paths. From this point on, your future won't be predetermined by the Douglas County School Board. What you do with your life is up to you. With that in mind, looking forward, I'm not thinking so much about what classes I'm going to take, but about what impact I'm going to leave. That question is our class's next big unknown. But if you don't have it figured out right now, which I definitely don't, that's okay, because that's what the entire next chapter is for. The next part of our lives won't be spent together, but we'll all be facing the same challenge. Whether you go on to trade school, take a gap year, or go to college, whatever you choose to do, you get to make the most of it. we'll all be finding our own paths and figuring out what impact we want to leave. It might sound daunting, but at one point, so did going to Ponderosa, so I think we'll be able to figure it out. And until then, we have the next 3 months to just sit back and relax and enjoy what we have without the looming presence of summer reading homework. So enjoy the summer. I know we're all going to go on to do amazing things, and I can't wait to see where we all end up. Thank you, class of 2021, for everything.
Thank you, Kieran. Hello, everyone. I am Alexis Primo. I'm one of this year's Sources of Strength officers and captain of the color guard team. I'll be attending the University of Tennessee with a major in pre-veterinary science and a minor in business. Now, enough about me. I want to introduce a very good friend of mine. This person has played a big part in the performing arts program by singing in the choir for 4 years and dancing for 15 years. She also participates in SOS and National Honor Society. By pursuing her dream to be a surgeon, she will be going to University of Colorado at Denver to study pre-med. This young lady will be singing Never Grow Up by Taylor Swift. She chose this song because it illustrates the love and support of a family. We are all growing up, and most of us will be leaving the nest, but we will always have our family there to support us. Ladies and gentlemen, singing Never Grow Up, Delaney Pitts.
Around my finger, and it's so quiet in the world tonight. Your little eyelids flutter 'cause you're dreaming, so I tuck you in, turn your nightlight on. To you, everything's funny. You've got nothing to regret. I'd give all I have, honey, if you could stay like that. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up, just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up, it can stay this simple. Won't let nobody hurt you, won't let no one break your heart, and even will desert you. Just try to never grow up. Never grow up. You're in the car on the way to the movies, and you're mortified your mama's dropping you off. At 14, there's just so much you can't do, and you can't wait to move out someday and call your own shot. But don't make her drive you off around the block. Remember that she's getting older too, and don't lose the way that you dance around in your PJs, getting ready for school. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up, just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up, it can stay this simple. No one's ever burned you, nothing's ever left you scarred, and even though you want to, just try to never grow up. Take pictures in your mind, every childhood room. Memorize what it sounded like when your dad gets home. Remember the footsteps, remember the words said, and all your little brother's favorite songs. I just realized everything I have is one day gonna be gone. apartment in a big city, they just dropped me off. It's so much colder than I thought it would be, so I tuck myself in and turn my nightlight on. I wish I'd never grown up. I wish I'd never grown up. Oh, I don't wanna grow up. Wish I'd never grown up. I could still be little. Oh, I don't wanna grow up. Wish I'd never grown up. It could still be simple. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. We can stay this simple. Won't let nobody hurt you. Won't let no one break your heart. And even though you want to, just try to never grow up. Oh, never grow up. Oh, never grow up. Just try to never grow up.
Thank you, Delaney. I've always been a T-Swift fan, so the little girl inside of me really enjoyed that. My name is Lester Satoon. I've been involved with the arts here at Ponderosa since my freshman year, both in theater and as a founding member of our National Arts Honor Society. My original plans after high school were to become a professional pizza eater, but my parents said no. So I'll be attending the University of Colorado, Denver later this year for a computer science degree. Now it brings me great honor to introduce our next speaker, Noelle Lopez. What hasn't Noelle been involved in? As she's a proud member of our Link Crew, Mock Trial, Ponderosa Activity Council, the treasurer of our National Honor Society, a co-reporter of our Future Business Leaders of America, and the president of our Sources of Strength. Noelle plans on attending the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs in the fall for a nursing degree. Please help me in welcoming Noelle Lopez.
The Oxford Dictionary defines change as the act or instant of making or becoming different. However, I, a non-British lexicon with only the knowledge of a few Gen Z slang terms, would define change as going from a teenager with braces and a lot of acne to an adult with slightly straighter teeth and the occasional zit. Nah, I'm just kidding. Well, maybe. I'm not wearing my retainers at night. But in all seriousness, we sometimes never notice when change takes place. Yet it's nature's most consistent force. From winter to spring, from changing your lemonade order to a venti espresso with an extra shot, from algebra to calculus, from 9th grade to 12th, our lives are defined by changes. We cannot control change, and more often than not, it happens unexpectedly. Our biggest example yet, now say it with me, COVID. However, the only thing that we can control about change is our reactions towards it. You change moment by moment, and nothing is wrong with that. But it is the decisions we make regarding a specific change that ultimately determine our successes. And it's these decisions that define our lives the most, too. It's when you decide to take an AP class even though you're scared of failure. Or maybe it's asking that special somebody to prom. It can even be performing in front of the whole entire student body for a choir concert, or in this case, a graduation ceremony. If anything, these small risks of putting yourself out there and doing something you normally wouldn't do is what makes change seem so scary. We think we fear change because of how much it adjusts our current reality. But in actuality, it's the moments after a change takes place that we fear the most, because those moments we are so uncertain of. Suddenly, we become filled with anxiety and doubt, questioning how this change will affect our future, questioning, will this change ruin it? We think change is what causes our fate.
But in actuality, it's our attitude towards a change that matters most. So, in a sense, you control your fate. If you think a change is going to be disastrous, life-ending, I'm talking about Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt breaking up that bad, then it will be. But what if we dare to stand up to it? To not let the fear consume us? But how do we do that? Well, instead of fearing change, what if we begin to understand that change is not necessarily the worst thing to happen to us, but rather a blessing in disguise that makes life better, and in the end, makes us better. A lot of our lives are controlled by these anxieties, causing us to lose sight of the what it could be's by focusing on the what ifs. But imagine, what if trying out for the Ponderosa football team, despite the fear that everyone is better than you, could actually land you a career in the NFL? Or what if auditioning for the upcoming spring musical gives you the confidence and courage to pursue your dreams of becoming a Broadway star? What if, instead of thinking about all the negative possibilities that can happen after a change, we decide to be hopeful that good things will happen instead? Change is absolutely terrifying. But what if it makes life better? The comfort zone is beautiful, but nothing ever grows there. If we never take that one chance, if we never decide to change, could we end up missing the best thing to ever happen to us? So, we cannot let the fear of striking out keep us from playing the game. Success only comes to those who have the courage to pursue their dreams. So, join the tennis team. Ask that girl out for coffee. Change college majors if you no longer have a passion for the one you're currently pursuing. Or join the military. Shout out to my brother who couldn't be here today. He's stationed at Fort Lee. Go to trade school, take a gap year, or go back to college. It doesn't matter what age you get a degree at. Because no matter what, live life with courage, because it's too short to be worried about the future consequences. Change to me is a giant leap of faith. And as we enter this next stage in our life, perhaps the biggest change yet, I hope you take that leap too, embracing all the good that can come with new experiences. But most importantly, I hope that you define change as good rather than bad, knowing whatever happens, you will be okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Noelle. We would now like to take the time to extend our gratitude to those who are here today to support our graduating class from the Douglas County School District. Please hold your applause until all names have been announced. David Ray, School Board President, Director, District F. Krista Holtzman, School Board Member, Director, District G. Corey Wise, Superintendent.
Ted Knight, Assistant Superintendent of School Leadership. Kate Kotoska, Chief Financial Officer. Rich Cosgrove, Chief Operations Officer.
Amanda Thompson, Chief Human Resource, and Danny Windsor, Executive Director Parker and Alternative Learning. Thank you for being here today. Our Ponderosa School Feeder motto is every student, every family, every day, a community of excellence, a motto which defines this graduating class. Through the disappointments and disadvantages faced by every student, every family, every day, the determination shines as a testament to the perseveration of this class. Each of you sitting here today is an example of an individual who, despite our circumstances, decided to thrive as a community of excellence.
Now we would like to introduce the feeder principals who uphold this model and have helped many of us on our path to graduation. Principal Mark Harrell with Franktown Elementary. Graduates, if you attended Franktown Elementary, please stand. You may be seated.
Principal Christian Drury with Legacy Point Elementary. Graduates, if you attended Legacy Point Elementary, please stand. You may be seated. Principal Millie Grotz with Mountain View Elementary. Graduates, if you attended Mountain View Elementary, please stand. Graduates, you may be seated.
Principal Kara Tidman, Northeast Elementary. Graduates, if you attended Northeast Elementary, please stand. You may be seated. Principal Ben Darden with Sagewood Middle School. Graduates, if you attended Sagewood Middle School, please stand. You may be seated.
Now we would like to introduce Ponderosa's principal, Mr. Tim Ottman.
Thank you. Thank you, guys, and good morning, everyone. It is so great to see all of you in person, I just have to say. I'd also like to thank Greg Gochi and Chaparral for switching days with us because they had Tuesday. So thank you, Mr. Gochi. Appreciate that. Wow, what a challenging year this has been. The combination of e-learning, remote learning, hybrid learning, full in-person learning, masks, quarantines has been very difficult on all of us. I would just like to take time to acknowledge all of our graduates, our teachers, our staff, and our parents, and the Mustang community for their amazing flexibility, resilience, creativity, and diligence. I am so impressed with how all of us have worked together to provide a quality education for our students and families. Thank you. And now, graduates, I would like to honor you as a group for your outstanding academic leadership and scholarship. Ponderosa graduates who have earned a GPA of 3.5 to 3.74, please stand and be recognized and remain standing. Ponderosa graduates who have earned a GPA of 3.75 to 3.99, please stand and be recognized and remain standing. Ponderosa graduates who have earned a GPA of 4.0 or above, please stand and be recognized and remain standing. Ponderosa graduates who have made the decision to serve our country in one of the branches of the military, please stand and be recognized and remain standing. Ponderosa graduates who earned a college scholarship, please stand and be recognized and remain standing. Students who received a department award at Honors Convocation, please stand and be recognized and remain standing. This year, we are especially proud of these students standing before you. Together, they have earned over $8 million in scholarships. Now, to the entire class of 2021, please rise and face your families and give them a round of applause for their support and encouragement over the last 4 years. Parents and families, it is with your love and support for the last 18 years that the graduates before us have achieved this level of excellence. They have earned their place in society and have the capacity to achieve great things. Graduates, please be seated. Present with us today are members of the faculty, staff, and administration of Ponderosa High School. Ponderosa faculty, staff, and administrators, please stand so you may be recognized for your contributions to this graduating class. We also have 3 incredible teachers and 1 staff member retiring this year. Mrs. Kathy Dorman, Mrs. Danelle Stanton, Mrs. Tanya Johnson, and Miss Peggy Laverty. Together, these ladies have given 93 years of service to Ponderosa High School. Thank you for your service. You may be seated. At this time, I'd like to invite Mr. Corey Wise, Superintendent of the Douglas County School District, to the stage for the presentation of this graduating class. As principal of Ponderosa High School, I am pleased to present to you the graduating class of 2021. These seniors have earned significant recognition for themselves, their families, their school, and their community. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Ponderosa High School and the Ponderosa feeder schools, I wish for each of you, the proud class of 2021, the joy and fulfillment that comes with achieving your goals and pursuing your dreams. You are our future. Mr. Wise, I certify that these members of the class of 2021 have met and in many cases exceeded the graduation requirements of Ponderosa High School and the Douglas County Board of Education. They have earned the required credits and are thus eligible to receive a high school diploma. Mr. Wise, I present to you and the Board of Education members present the 2021 graduating class of Ponderosa High School.
Mr. Ottman, I want to, as I accept this class, just reflect on a few of your students' comments. Kieran, Noel, what you said about facing challenges, overcoming challenges, finding your positive, finding your success, it represents a senior class. Thank you to the seniors. Great job, congratulations. And on behalf of the Douglas County School District and the Board of Education, it's my honor and privilege to accept the Ponderosa graduating class of 2021. You did it. Way to go.
Hi, everyone. My name is Riley Gordon. I'm a member of numerous clubs and organizations at Ponderosa, as well as an officer of NHS, TSA, and Peace Jam. I'd like to now take a moment to talk about the indispensable role that our teachers have played in the past 4 years. Though our education has been filled with the inconsistencies that come with the unexpected, our teachers have stayed present, focused solely on us and our success. The global situation has made conventional teaching impossible, and yet every single one of our staff members have managed to continue the enormous impact they have on our success. It is a huge achievement to have adapted to the new role created for our educators, and they have handled it with grace and with kindness. Thank you all for your time and dedication. The following staff members have been chosen by the class of 2021 to fulfill the role in transitioning us into the next part of our lives. And we are so honored to introduce the faculty readers for this year's graduation class of 2021. Mr. Micah Bernhardt from the Art Department. Ms. Pam Wade from the Science Department. Miss Kayla Diaz from Performing Arts. Miss Lisa Fisher from the Social Studies Department. Mr. Thomas Flynn from engineering. Ms. Taylor Iglesias from world language. Mr. Neil Rosengren from the math department. Oh my God. And Mr. Ryan Monroe from the social studies department.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, all graduates will be recognized by name. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Ponderosa High School, I congratulate the graduates on their achievements. These students have worked hard in their academic studies. They have shown great leadership, sportsmanship, and perseverance in their pursuits of excellence in athletics and activities. In recognition of the time these students have spent at Ponderosa High School, each of them will be given a diploma and a Ponderosa High School alumni pin. Again, congratulations to the class of 2021.
Morgan Ann Palermo.
Eric Christian Eisenrich.
Chase Bandon Luoma.
Joshua Joseph Fuentes.
Steele J. Luoma.
Colton Matthew Gasper.
Jonathan Nicholas Naukin.
Eric Nicholas Jones.
Peyton Riley Long.
Riley Laurel Christian.
Brooke Audrey Painter.
Isabella Rose Blanchard.
Savannah Jaden Porras.
These things suck. They blow everywhere.
Emily Rose Gordon.
Carter Stephen Matichka.
Brooke Elizabeth Dunham.
Ethan John Paul.
Avery Michelle Cicerone.
Cord Maxwell Panning.
Samantha Flores Velasquez.
Joshua Daniel Richardson.
Haley Nicole Basinger.
Emery Madison McQuigg.
Lauren Elise Banis.
Hannah Marie Reynolds.
Tess Morgan Creer.
Liberty Jane Line.
Brock William Golden.
Scott Vincent Line.
Sarah Michelle Aristizabal.
Oscar Ramon Medina.
Naya Rosalind Batista Carranza.
Joshua Mackay Isaiah Malik.
Eleanor Adele Michela Angus.
Lee McDermott.
Jacob Ryan O'Leary.
Brooklyn Janae Machuca.
Abby Lynn Benikis.
Trinity Renee Maidens.
Ellie Lee Anderson.
Tanner Michael McLuhan.
Jack Jordan Bombach.
Ian Alexander Meyer.
Don't mess up my pronunciation, Miss Iglesias.
Mary Beecher.
Dude, I'm coming back for the fist bump. Don't you worry.
Colin James Matthews.
Yes, sir, Colin.
Megan Claire Brady.
Jaron Ryan Mailer.
Aiden William Anderson.
Colton Christopher Miller.
Kennedy Grace Boileau.
Dominic John Lopez.
Liam Patrick Berry.
Jonah Benjamin Mackey.
Sebastian Gabriel Alejo.
Owen Thomas Maggio.
Tristan Ethan Earhart.
Naya Aurora Mendez Gomez.
Derek William Baltazar.
Riley June McCann.
Christopher David Benson.
Celestina Elise Martinez.
Abby Mahalia Grace Allen.
Ryan Connor Moss.
Hannah Jolie Ancor.
Sean Michael Magyar.
Stephen Keith Bennis.
Lauren Nicole McPeck.
Michael Anthony Anderson.
Jennifer Deixa Martinez.
Lene Elise Bolstead.
Carly Elizabeth Mazzini.
James Warner J. Beckett.
Bryce Damian Luna.
Skylar James Ahern.
Joseph James Mabe.
Carlos Antonio Bazan.
Cameron Levi Manning.
Giuseppe Paul Barranco.
Alexander William Quijano.
Alexis Bernice Chada.
Gian K. Nielsen.
Emily Michelle Ellis.
Nicholas David Parker.
Sasha Michelle Emerson.
Chase Monroe Pawsey.
Dylan Joseph Cooley.
Ethan Jacob Naper.
Tiernan Sean Padraig Cook.
Ashton Daniel Moore.
Cade Allen Daniel Eppard.
Aiden Michael Mullaney.
Damon Carter Cortez.
Cody Robert Nolan.
Trevor Joseph Cunningham.
Yipsira Gurma Nagusi.
Sean Thomas Carlson.
Gracie Rose Reploeg.
Marisol Flores Benito.
Madeline K. Pelletier.
Kaylin Brasa.
Amanda Michelle Pearson.
Megan Brasa.
Gwendolyn Marie Robinson.
Vanessa Janet Brown.
Anthony Piego Silva.
Raylan Marie Davison.
Anthony Piego Silva.
Kayla Lee Bruce.
Christian Michael Ramirez.
Kara Lee DeWise.
Shane Noah Murphy.
Macy Lynn Bronson.
Traven James Osborne.
Doak Peter Dyer.
Randall James Myers.
Riley Jordan Chadbourne.
Emily Ann Olhauser.
Good morning, party people.
Kayla Renee Fastigi.
Rafe Jackson Monks.
Aiden Jeffrey Duvall.
Dylan Bazudo Paul.
Christopher David Collier.
Michael Sullivan Pratt.
Evan Scott Coleman.
Luke Jacob Picard.
Eric Anthony Brown.
Henry Scott Pullen.
Aston Paige Chaput.
Harry Christopher Rank.
Jack Walter Copeland.
Jacob Jeffrey Ollinger.
Grace Lauren Bromeyer.
Nolan Brock Owens.
Caleb Porter Buddington.
Ashley Danielle Peel.
Mitchell Jeffrey Butler.
Emma May Newton.
Justin Allen Cobb.
Shaylin Bell Perez.
Nathaniel Barrett Dahlem.
Mackenzie Hope Pearson.
Jonah Franklin Chisholm.
Kale Jesse Porter.
Hayden Nicholas Denning.
Noah Stanton Randall.
Dylan Haben Clark.
Tatum April Nepple.
Aiden Scott Branham.
McKenna Cassidy Reese Allison.
Ian Michael Jones Kahn.
James Gray Perochniak.
Justin Lewis DeBoard.
Allison Ann Ogden.
Hayden James Floor.
Brendan Edward Mundy.
Camilla Flores Diaz.
Evelyn Rayanne Pruitt.
Gaines Matthew Brock.
Francis Allen Rains.
Amelia Ruby Saralo.
Cole Patrick O'Brien.
Jasmine Jane Fawcett.
Samuel Jones Reinauer.
Andrea Flores Diaz. Haley Jamison Faxon. Cameron Lee Cahill. Madison Taylor Foster.
Daniel Tyler Thies.
Nicole Elizabeth Fritz.
Madison Ann Searle.
Riley Renee Gordon.
Taylor Elizabeth Schuerman.
Noelle Faith Lopez.
Allison Eileen Yorochowicz.
Lester John Satoon III.
Abby Marie Tellez.
Delaney Joy Pitts.
Ashley Tate Schultz.
Alexis Pearl Primo.
Paris Simone Wilkie.
Kieran Amanda Graziano.
Rachel Eliana Skolnick.
Tristan John Karinsky.
Brandon Roy Wabshaw.
Mackenzie Lucia O'Connor.
Taylor J. Standiford.
Grace Elizabeth Liberati.
Tyler James Sage.
Preston James Kilzer.
Wyatt James Stelzig.
Jacob Tyler Hinkle.
Murphy James Schaff.
Kendall Christine Jessen.
Stephen John Romage III.
Ashlyn Jiha Kang.
Bradley Nathaniel Romage.
Alexa Mackenzie Johnson.
Evan Benjamin Scholes.
Wyatt Matthew Haig.
Aiden Michael Smith.
Liam Buckley Gallagher.
Jackson David Ross.
Christopher Demond Gilbert.
Madeline May Ross.
Andrew Thomas Goldner.
Savannah Jordan Seeley.
Vaughn Reese Gilbert.
Brianna Michelle Saldana Alvarez.
Shelby Ray Gillen.
Christina Marie Schmidt.
Hayden Michael Garrick.
Kaylee Michelle Sikora.
Ashley Paige Hake.
Eric James Shand.
Blake Tanner Hall.
Krista Sue Selby.
Kaylin Paige Harrell.
Liam Peter Sheridan.
Lily Marie Harper.
Cameron Dean Scheller.
Brittany Jeanette Gutierrez.
Darian Christopher Sadler.
Jack David Hannenberg.
Bree Lynn Sosa.
Lillian Garcia.
Noah Bruce Shirtliff.
Kaylee Jordan Gale.
Natalie Ann Severson.
Kaylee Michelle Grizzle.
Lois Bethel Cease.
Joelle Rose Garbrick.
Olivia Robin Smith.
Paige Elizabeth Goldsmith.
Kaylee Bryn Scott.
Jenna Monroe Harper.
Ariel Celeste Sanders.
Megan Renee Hawkins.
Angel Isaac Sotelo.
Jacob Robert Hathaway.
Kayla, go ahead. Kayla, go ahead.
Ethan David Gorka. Liam Michael Hamilton. Michael William Gavlak III. Jeffrey Wayne Graham.
Brianna K. Jeffrey.
Alexa Ray Williams.
Ella May Chang Landry.
Marisol May Tanguma.
Cooper Wilson Lair.
Jakaya Ella Valentine.
Tyson Jacob Korth.
Frederic Helena Winandus Tennyson.
Chandler Brian Carlos Holmes.
Kelsey Shania Ward.
Kaysen Allen Klockner.
Logan Olivia Van Engen.
Jason Edward Helmick Jr.
Faith Brittany Tuller.
Austin Janae Konecki.
Sarah Elizabeth Tovar.
Kayana Elizabeth Larson.
Elizabeth Vin Ann Williams.
Jared John Hogan.
Ethan Jesse Stotts.
Derek Joseph Crumland.
Skylar Caden Wilkes.
Jacob Alden Hornbarger.
Carissa Bree Wecker.
Adam David Holtgren.
Luke Harmon Vernon.
Jordan Reed Kahn.
Jonathan Mansfield Stonecipher.
Aiden James Lenz.
Tung Ton Vo Jr.
Madison Lynn Hickman.
Elias True Wentz.
Mitchell David Holman.
Cameron Michael Wenberg.
Liam Marcus Jones.
John Marshall Williams.
Abhishek Ghosh.
Noah Edward Willis Martinez.
Paul Joseph Huber.
Trista Willis.
Jada Lynn Kelgard.
Ashley Grace Taylor.
Corey Roman Lee.
Riley Kate Wolford.
Caden Miles Keith.
Taylin Avery Jill Whitehead.
Chloe Shane Hillaby.
Alexis Annabelle Stembell.
Zachary Taylor King.
Isabel Lauren Van Horn.
Aaliyah Een Fong Lam.
Riley Jason Standiford.
Bennett Russell Huey.
Valentina Renee Thomas.
Luke Elisha Lavray.
Riley Joe Teague.
Evan Tyler Johnson.
Joseph Dunn Trecia.
Megan Elizabeth Kane.
Kyla Shy Thornhill.
Brady Wynn Ingalls.
Isabella Antonio Thomas.
Bodie Wood Jensen.
Parker Brooks Webb.
Sydney Nicole King.
Aiden Joel Ward.
Audrey Eliza Holman.
Connor Sanders Weir.
Benjamin William Jones.
Gavin Richard White. Mason Alexander.
Patrick Michael Heslin.
Mason Alexander Valenta.
Dane Thomas Ibsen.
Thaddeus Christopher Sullivan.
Sawyer William King.
Dylan Lucas Varia.
Dylan Ryan Higginson.
Alessandra Raquel Tibbetts.
Jacqueline Faith Johnson.
Angelina Sandoval Wiltbank.
Rebecca James.
Blake Tyler Sullivan.
Alexandra K. Hicks.
Maggie Elizabeth Wary.
Wyatt James Hopwood.
Brianna Michelle Stevens. Marlo Ann Velchek. All right, last but not least. Carter Brett Thompson.
And now, I am honored to introduce the faculty speakers for this year's graduation ceremony. For the first time ever, 2 of our teachers will be giving the address together. Miss Heaton from the Social Studies Department has been teaching for 28 years and says that her favorite part about teaching at Ponderosa has been the wonderful relationships she's been able to create with students and teachers who have become important people in her life. Mr. Lynch is from the Math Department and has been teaching for 18 years. He loves living in the Ponderosa community and being able to help contribute to its success. Please join me in welcoming Miss Heaton and Mr. Lynch for this year's graduation ceremony.
Riley, that's going to actually work out better than you think it is, kiddo. Oh, no.
Oh,
no. Oh, no.
Good morning, family, friends, staff, and Ponderosa High School graduating class of 2021. Mr. Lynch and I are honored to have been chosen by the senior class to speak today. I don't know if everyone realizes what a great friendship Mr. Lynch and I have. We've been link crew coordinators together, gone on trips with Ponderosa students to England and Scotland, where we both saw Wicked for the first time. And most important to me, we talk every day before school. It might just be to say hi. It might be about something going on in our lives that we need support for. Or it might be about our favorite TV shows like Ghost Nation and Curse of Oak Island. We are important people in each other's lives, and I hope that you find your Mr. Lynch
or Miss Heaton
someday.
So, students, the way we're going to do this today is just like on your very first day of public education, whether we're kindergarten or preschool, you started probably with story time, right? Remember story time? And that's how we're going to finish this thing up. This is our last opportunity, and we're going to share with you guys the story of The Wizard of Oz by Frank L. Baum.
All right, long ago, there was a little girl named Dorothy who lived with her aunt and uncle. Her best friend was her dog, Toto. Dorothy and Toto would play together for hours. They were playing outside one day when the wind began to blow. Mr. Lynch, who do you think Toto would be to these seniors?
Miss Heaton, Toto is definitely not a dog. No, Toto is their cell phone.
Oh my gosh, you're right, Mr. Lynch. They play with it for hours every day.
It's always by their side.
It goes to bed with them. I'm sure many of you right now have your Toto with you. Yep.
Well, back to the story. The sky got very dark. The thunder rolled, lightning flashed, and the wind began to blow even harder. It was a tornado. Dorothy called out to her aunt and uncle, but they were not there. Now, Mustangs, if Dorothy were a Ponderosa Mustang just like you, and the land of Oz represented Ponderosa High School, a tornado is the perfect way for her to get there. Why do you ask? Because honestly, have you seen how you people drive? Right? Like a tornado. And yes, I'll be honest, that's being nice. That's being awfully nice.
Why do you think I get to school at 6:15 every morning? They don't drive then. Okay, back to our story. She ran into her house and locked herself in her room along with Toto. The little house spun through the clouds until suddenly the wind stopped and the house fell to the ground with a great crash. Dorothy and Toto slowly opened the front door. It was a beautiful morning outside, but it was clear to Dorothy that she wasn't in Kansas anymore. Seniors, there's a tornado right now that I am struggling with. Hold, please. Okay. Seniors, think back to your first days as a freshman. At what point did you realize Ponderosa wasn't middle school anymore? Is it when you had a locker to put your belongings in? Was it the first all-school assembly that you attended? Was it when you attended your first homecoming dance? And boys, was it the first day you decided to comb your hair, take a shower, and put deodorant on before you went to school?
Well, Dorothy was greeted by a playful group of people called the Munchkins. Part of her wondrous welcome included being serenaded by none other than, and these are my favorite, the Lollipop Guild. Seniors, imagine again if Dorothy were a Ponderosa senior. When she first gets to Ponderosa, all she sees are Munchkins. Junior, sophomores, and yes, freshmen, Munchkins. Everywhere, right? Not only that, she would get her own personal welcome from our very own Lollipop Guild, the Ponderosa High School security team. Amir, Jeff, Deb, and Leonard. Yeah. And that Lollipop Guild has its very own welcoming song that goes something like this. Hello, students!
Okay, back to our story. A woman appeared in front of Dorothy and introduced herself as Glinda, the Good Witch of the North. She explained that this was the land of Oz, and Dorothy's house had landed right on top of the Wicked Witch of the East and killed her. Dorothy was sorry to have killed anyone, but the Good Witch told her that she was a hero for doing so, and that she was now the owner of the evil witch's magic ruby slippers. So here's the deal, kids. Mr. Lynch and I did not have to kill an evil witch to get our ruby slippers. We ordered them on Amazon. These are mine.
Those are yours. And let me tell you, these make my calves look delicious. Right? And they feel delicious too, let me tell you.
They do. They're very nice.
Well, they're warm.
Very sparkly.
They're nice and warm today. The Good Witch told Dorothy to follow the yellow brick road to the Emerald City, and the wizard who lives there could send her home. Dorothy and Toto headed toward the wizard's palace. Seniors, think of that long, winding yellow brick road. The 4-year journey you've taken to get here to the Emerald City, this stage right here, right now. Can you recall what it was like when you were a freshman? I can. I had a beautiful flowing blonde mullet. My skinny calves were merely starting their voluptuous, sculpted transformation.
Okay. Back to our story. When he wrote that, I was like, okay. After walking for some time, they saw a scarecrow in the cornfield. Unlike other scarecrows, he could talk. He wanted to get off his pole. Dorothy helped him down, and the two became best friends. He told Dorothy that he wanted to be a great thinker, but he didn't have a brain. After hearing his sad story, she invited him to come along with her to the Emerald City, where the wizard would give him a brain. Mustangs, what have you learned in 4 years? Sure, we can talk about academic knowledge, like why World War I started in Europe, or what the availability heuristic is, or something mathy, like
C squared equals A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine C.
Okay, Don't get me wrong, the knowledge is so important and will help and guide you in life, but I think you've learned a lot more than knowledge. My scarecrow self has learned from you. I think one tends to think of school as just the teachers teaching the kids, but I know that's not really true. When Crazy COVID Cheryl, that's me for those who don't know, when Crazy COVID Cheryl was wondering what tomorrow would bring, you taught me we would all be okay and we'd be in it together. I wouldn't have made it through the year without my students helping me teach and finding the best way to do school that would work for all of us. I learned again that when you have a family, a Ponderosa family, you can get through anything, even a pandemic.
Walking further along the yellow brick road, they heard a loud clanking noise. It was a rusty tin man who was standing near the road as he was unable to walk. They put a little oil in his mouth so he could speak. The tin man told them that he'd rusted because he couldn't stop crying. He was sad because he didn't have a heart. Dorothy put more oil on his joints so that he'd stop clanking and told him about the wonderful wizard who could give him a heart. The tin man joined them, and they continued down the yellow brick road. Now, Mustangs, who is the Tin Man? Who is that Tin Man? What is that Tin Man? Where is that Tin Man here in our story? Well, if you remember first semester, there's a brick, concrete, and steel structure that stands at 7007 East Bayou Gulch Road, and it lay empty and dormant while we were at home trying to reach each other through a Google Meet. In those moments, that building lacked its heart. It was a colossal Tin Man. It lacked the very thing that gave it a beating, thriving pulse, the staff and the students of Ponderosa High School. That's right, you. You are the heart, and as my Tin Man self, I can attest that the ability to be back in person to see many of your faces in my classroom once again gave me back my teaching heart.
Okay, going farther along in our story. As they walked a little further, they heard someone whimpering. A huge lion was curled up in a little ball shaking with fear. A mouse had bitten his tail, and he didn't have enough courage to fight back. Dorothy consoled the cowardly lion and asked him to join in their journey to the Emerald City where the Wizard of Oz would give him some courage. Class of 2021, you've shown an incredible amount of courage. You demonstrated courage when you showed up on that first day to the unknown of what this school year would be. You had the courage to turn on your camera in a Google Meet, although some of you struggled with that for a very, very, very long time. It took courage for my second period AP Psych class to endure the torture of feedback from 2 microphones for every day over a month when I had no clue what I was doing teaching online and in class at the same time. Right, Bethel? Yes. We have 3 teachers retiring this year who have also shown a lot of courage in their life by battling and surviving cancer. Mrs. Dorman, Mrs. Johnson, and Mrs. Stanton have shown intense bravery during this time in their lives. I'm sure if you asked them, they would say, students, you also helped them with courage. You were there every day they could come to school, supporting them and taking their minds off their illness. So my lion self has learned courage from my students and my friends.
The 4 friends continued their journey, but what they didn't know was that they were being watched. The Wicked Witch of the West was furious that Dorothy had killed her sister, and she wanted her sister's ruby slippers back. Just go to Amazon, right? Through a crystal ball, she observed Dorothy and her friends heading towards the Emerald City. She summoned her flying monkey soldiers and ordered them to capture Dorothy. Seniors, couldn't you feel it? Fear and doubt are always lurking among us. It was with that Mustang spirit that you gave so much of yourself and kept plodding forward. A test here, an activity there, an occasional big game or performance. And as for the flying monkeys, I've seen that movie, Miss Heaton, and those are things of nightmares.
They are. I hated them as a little kid. All right. After many trials and tribulations, they finally reached the Emerald City. In one last conflict with the Wicked Witch, Dorothy fought back with all her might. She picked up a nearby bucket of water and threw it on the witch. Oh boy, that actually did scare me. And I knew it was coming. And with that, the Wicked Witch of the West became nothing more than a puddle on the floor. Class of 2021, you have made it to the end of your yellow brick road. This is your Emerald City moment.
The wizard thanked Dorothy for saving him and ridding Oz of not just one, but two horrible witches. As a reward, I'll give all of you anything you wish. The Scarecrow, he got his brain. The Tin Man, he got his heart. And the Lion, he got courage. Graduating class of 2021, to put it simply, when the wizard today handed you your diploma, it was not the gift of a brain, it was not the gift of a heart. And it certainly was not the gift of courage. Your diploma does not give you, nor does it entitle you to these things. Instead, it was your brains, your heart, and your courage which earned you that diploma you have in your hands right now.
All right, our final part of our story. However, he told Dorothy that he could not help get her home. The power had been with her all along. She only needed to wear the ruby slippers and click her heels together 3 times to go any place she desired. It was time for Dorothy and Toto to return home. She tearfully bade everyone goodbye and clicked her shoes together as she had been told.
And do you guys remember what she said?
There's no place like home.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Now, Mustangs, we're going to leave you with this. Graduating class of 2021, whenever you're out and about and you miss that good old Ponderosa spirit, you can take yourself home, just like Dorothy did. You can simply click your heels together 3 times, and this is where you come in, and you say to yourself, P, P-O-N. P-O-N-D-E-R-O-S-A, that's who we are.
P!
P-O-N. P-O-N-D-E-R-O-S-A, that's who we are. P. P-O-N. D-O-N.
P! P-O-N!
Graduating class of 2021, we love you. We will see you someday over the rainbow.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Lynch and Mrs. Wicked Witch of the West. Up next is a wonderful performance from Ponderosa's choirs alongside Mr. Paul Falk. I originally suggested they sing a classical rendition of 50 Cent's In Da Club, but they said no. They'll be singing a melody of songs for us today, including I Will Remember You, I Hope You Dance, and The Time of Our Lives, to remind us of our time here at Ponderosa, as well as to celebrate our new beginnings.
Thanks to some technological enhancements during our remote and hybrid year, we were able to include the underclassmen as the background melody for this performance. So, it's my honor to introduce Mr. Paul Falk and Ponderosa's choirs.
Remember you.
Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you.
Now, it is our honor to introduce to you the graduating class of 2021's valedictorian and salutatorian. This honor is especially significant because the graduating class of 2021 will be the last to recognize the valedictorian and salutatorian designations at graduation. Ponderosa will transition to the Latin honor system to allow students to explore learning opportunities of interest and still be recognized for their academic achievements.
And now I would like to present to you Ponderosa's last valedictorian, Kieran Graziano. Kieran has a grade point average of 4.42. Kieran states that her ability to do this was through her willingness to self-motivate and put in the hard work to achieve the academic goals she had set for herself. And now, I would like to present to you Ponderosa's last salutatorian, Nicole Fritz. Nicole has a grade point average of 4.39. Nicole has been involved within a plethora of activities here at Ponderosa, including volleyball, basketball, and the captain of the cross-country team. She was also involved in FBLA, National Honor Society, Link Crew, and band. Nicole plans on attending the Colorado School of Mines to study engineering.
Nicole says that she did not expect to be salutatorian when she began high school, which is what allowed her to be successful. She did not set overwhelming goals for herself. Instead, she set and accomplished short-term goals, which led to her overall success. Please welcome Kieran Graziano and Nicole Fritz.
Okay, everybody, the time we've been actually waiting for is finally here. It's time to turn our tassels.
Graduates, please stand. And join me in turning our tassels from right to left. Congratulations, class of 2021.
We'll throw it. Okay.
I don't know. I know.
All right. Congratulations, everybody, and thank you all for coming. Parents, be sure to meet your graduates at the car. This concludes our ceremony. Again, thank you all for coming, and go Mustangs!